BBC experts check the facts behind the stories making the headlines. Go to the BBC News website and app to answer any questions you have about the big stories of the day. Reality check. Get the facts straight.
Now showing on BBC Radio.
An exciting new series from Eva de Blanco at Tel Aviv University and Simona Ginsberg will be open University of Israel hinges around the process of unlimited associative learning. Put simply, this is the capacity to remember the link between due and investment, even if plans pass between them, and to update expectations, future rewards or punishments, according to the changing environment. The benefits of this ability are huge, since it allows creators to build flexible behaviours that will help us to survive and thrive. By comparing which animals demonstrate unlimited associative learning today, it is also possible to trace back through the evolutionary tree to guess which of our ancestors first evolved this ability, and therefore when consciousness first evolved on Earth.
Watch more stories like this at bbc.com/real.
There's a new battle for the soul of America. It's driven by a growing number of pastors and politicians on a crusade to make this a Christian nation. To understand this moment in U.S. politics, you have to understand this movement. Join me, Barbara Platt-Usher, for America, Faith on the Front Line, here on BBC World News.
While trying to cross illegally into Europe, African migrants clashed with Moroccan security forces. Thousands were badly beaten and many were crushed to death. Why was such violence used and why has no one been held to?
Tim Allman, BBC News.
King Charles has hosted a reception at Buckingham Palace to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the arrival of British Asians from Uganda. In August 1972, tens of thousands of Ugandan Asians were expelled from the country by its then leader, Idi Amin. Almost half resettled in the UK. Among the guests, the actor Sanjeev Bhaskar and the BBC newsreader, George Alagar. Thanks for watching BBC World News.
There's been wet recently across southern India, into Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Further north it's been a different story, dry, sunny and pretty warm and variable cloud though through Central Asia, and we're expecting a drop in temperature across much of Central Asia as the north-northwesterly winds begin to dig in. So as we move through Thursday, it looks like it's going to stay wet in the south, same again on Friday. Some of these downpours could be pretty intense. To the north though, it's a dry story to close the week out with plenty of sunshine. Those temperatures pretty widely into the low to...
Data to track the shrinking of nearly 19,000 glaciers. Ukraine's nuclear energy company says the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant has been disconnected from the electricity grid and has only 15 days of generator fuel left. It said Russian shelling had damaged the remaining high voltage lines, leaving it running on diesel. The US has condemned attempts by North Korea to fire a long-range intercontinental ballistic missile towards Japan. South Korea said the test was a failure, with the missile achieving less than half its intended range. And the Ethiopian government has agreed a peace deal with rebel forces in Tigray. The two-year conflict has left hundreds of thousands dead.
You're watching BBC World News.
Talking Business is sponsored by SABIC, chemistry that matters.
Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to a special edition of Talking Business Weekly with me, Aaron Heselhurst. Let's go take a look at what's on the show. The airline industry, it's roaring back to life after COVID and thinking about how to get us back on board. So here we are at the Airline Passenger Experience Summit in Long Beach, California. This is where you can find everything from the next generation of in-flight TVs to the seats and the food. It's where the airlines work out what we want to make our journeys even better. Investing in the future, it can be a pricey affair, especially when COVID's cost you billions. The big boss of Air New Zealand will tell me